Hi techies, today I would love to show you how to make use of the ProDevsAI tool. This tool has been built from ground up to help you optimize your entire job search process. If you're searching for a job, you're going for an interview, you want jobs to come to you, whether you're actively searching or passively searching, this is the right tool to use. So I'm going to show you how to make use of it, and let's just dive right into it. Hi guys. Okay, so I want to talk to you about ProDevsAI, and I want to show you how it works. So first and foremost, this is a landing page, and as a talent, one of the first things you need to know is you need to download the Chrome extension, and that's one of like the key components of making use of the ProDevsAI tool. So I'll go ahead and download the Chrome extension. I'll see, this on the Chrome store. You can see there are over 68 users that also downloaded it, just like yourself. Click on Add to Chrome and click on Add Extension. So the moment you do that, that extension will be added to your Chrome, just like you can see that it's showing up here. So one of the things I always advise people to do is come in here, click on this on Chrome, and pin it to your browser, right? When you pin it, when you click on this, you will always see this here. Now, next thing you have to do is click on Connect. So if you have a ProDevs account, it's obviously going to show us a pop-up. I think I have mine already logged in, or okay, it's not logged in. So let me log in right now. So now I'm going to log in right now. The next thing it takes me to my authorization page. I click on authorize, and once I authorize, I have my account all set up. Yeah, so you can see it's William Mobile, shows me my picture, so my who I am, my role, and experience level. So I can do a couple of things, right? And the only reason why it's showing it to me like this is because I'm subscribed to ProDevsAI, right? If I click on setup job automation right now, it will take me to the ProDevs page, and show me my account. You can say I have a premium account already. All of this is already set up. So let me show you how the interview prep works, right? And I'm also going to show you a couple of things that we've incorporated into ProDevsAI to make it really, really easy to make use of this interview prep. So if I click on Start Interview, I can decide I want to do a backend role. So I'm going to do this backend developer. Let me open up a role on LinkedIn. That has like a backend developer role. So I'll come in here. Now, the moment I do that, I click on enter. I'll click on jobs. Click on jobs. And once I click on jobs, 1 minute, let's allow LinkedIn to do its thing. And LinkedIn is showing me jobs that I can apply for, right? Let me see. I want to go straight down to the JD of this job. Let me see. Yeah, so this is it here. So I'll copy all of this. I can simply do this manual process right now here. Copy all of this, come in here and paste it here, right? But with the Chrome extension, you don't need to do this, right? But I'm just showing you the manual process. I'll click on general interview and I'll click on I want the interview tone to be friendly, and I'll click on start interview. Now, once I do this, what is expected is I would then conduct like an interview prep with the AI, so I would click on start interview, and you can see the AI talking to me. So I'm going to pause this right now. So that way you can go try it yourself, and I'll start responding. So you can see it says, "Hi, William Mobile. I'm Truth. To be chatting with you today. I've looked at your CV and it appears to have in agriculture, and this is your backend engineer. Could you tell me your past experience, and the skills that match this requirement?" So typically, what I'm simply going to do here is I'll click on start respond, and I'll start responding. So I'm going to pause the video right now, and I'll just start responding to this, and at the end of the video, I'll show you how the analysis looks like. Okay, guys, so I've gone through the interview session, and the AI right now has obviously asked me all the questions, and I've given out all my responses. I can see that the interview is going to end in about 14 seconds. So I'm going to pause this video and start it when it's like 1 second. So right now it's 1 second, right? And once it's done, you can see my summary. And it tells me, I demonstrated an extensive knowledge and experience of backend engineer through the interview. My responses highlighted a clear understanding of key competencies around Django, Python, and all of that. While William gave a detailed response technically, there were areas where he could improve. His responses to questions about past experiences and collaboration lacks specificity and personal, and yeah, a personal touch basically. It can be beneficial in future interviews, diving into specific projects, articulating, and exactly this is I wasn't really very specific because my stack necessarily is in Python, right? Then William made frequent use of filler words such as yeah, which is very very true. Even in the course of this conversation or this video, making this video, you could see that I make use of a whole lot, which is something I'm trying to kind of like fix. You can see on a scale of 1 to 10, it says my communication is 8, my leadership is 8, technical knowledge is 9, attitude is 9, my CV is 7. Obviously I used I think a bot developer CV, that has some experiences around backend and all, so it wasn't particularly great. JD to CV relevance 5, so it's like 50%, so it means that I might not necessarily be called, for back, by I might not pass the CV screening process. Problem solving 8 and all of that. Then I can also go back and play some of the recordings, right? Okay, so this is how the interview prep works, and it gives you like an insight as to how to take interviews and be better, and gives you like an immediate response to interviews that you take, and this is just one of the features that we have in ProDevs. So let's dive right into the next one. So the next one is a beautiful and amazing Chrome extension, right? So I'm going to open up like a JD, right? Like we said, the job board supports over 30 plus job boards. So I'm going to use one of the most popular ones that we have out there in the market. So I'll call it let me go to. So one of the popular ones that we have in the market is called Greenhouse. So I'm going to go to one of the Greenhouse job boards that I have saved on my browser. So assuming I'm applying for a role called technical support specialist somewhere based in Utah in the United States, you see that any job board that we support, you typically see supported by ProDevsAI, and all of this comes from the ProDevs AI tool in itself. So if I see this and I like it, you can see that all of this, I don't have to start filling my name, all this information again. Start looking for my CV in my computer, come up with a cover letter and all of that. I don't have to do all of those things. All I just need to do is click on prefill application, and ProDevs automatically prefills everything. Now I have multiple CVs on my ProDevs dashboard. I just need to tell ProDevs which of my CVs I want to make use of, so I can select this one. I automatically upload it. Right now, if I want to generate a cover letter, all I simply need to do is click on generate cover letter. Now, what this cover letter will do for me is to take JD up here, compare it to my CV, and I come up with something, and you'd see it's well tailored, to what it is I need. I can see how fast it is, Sincere Williams and all of that. So your process for applying for jobs is a lot faster. It removes a lot of fatigue and all of that. So that's how the ProDevs Chrome extension works, and it works like this for several other job boards, right? For the purpose of time, I'm just going to limit it to just this Greenhouse example, and over here you also have the ability to do the interview, right? I click on this, and what it will do is to automatically pick up that role, pick this up, fill it up for me. So if you notice initially the interview prep, I had to fill it myself manually, but coming in here right now, I just click on I just clicked on pre-interview, and it just opened this up for me, and I can then interview almost immediately. Now I can use let's go over to the next feature, which is the resume analyzer. Now with the resume analyzer, I can analyze my resume manually, or I can just simply use the button there. So I just click on, let me analyze with William's CV, and I click on analyze, right? And when I click on analyze, it's going to check a couple of things for me and tells me how close I am, how relevant it is, my CV is, to this particular JD, right? So let's give it some time. It takes about a couple of seconds for it to analyze, but these are some of the extensions. And again, if there are features that you have, you want us to add to the ProDevsAI and Chrome extension, please let us know. So it's done its analysis, and it tells me overall I scored 55. Right now, you also need to know the job market is quite competitive. It means that people that have people obviously that have the skill set and some of the things they're looking for would have applied for this job. And 55 overall is not a strong sense or a strong number or score that would make me pass the CV screening process, even if I do have the skill set to get that job. So it means that this gives me an idea, and it also tells me things to improve on. The candidate could improve on their skills in direct customer services and all. I didn't have any of these things in my CV. Learning French as a professional, it tells me what I can do. It tells me recommended courses, gives me advices, it gives me feedback, and all of that. And it tells me missing keywords, customer service, technical support, French, and the match keywords, technical leadership, and also. So this is some of the things that you could typically gain, from making use of ProDevsAI, right? So last but not the least, is what we call a pipeline, right? Job search pipeline. Now, ProDevs is investing heavily in hiring people that go out there, create jobs, and put it on a platform. And when you put it on a platform, your job and your responsibility is to just go create a pipeline and tell us, hey, this is the kind of job I'm looking for. Tell us the skill set. Tell us whether it's remote or on site. For now, I'm supporting various countries. So select the countries you want. Title. Now, note, we typically take note of some of these pipelines. You might create a pipeline and there's nothing in it. Yes, but we are aware of that, right, behind the scenes, and we take that information out there and use it to search for jobs out there for you, and then create these jobs for you, and then notify you that we have jobs for you. So we do this every week. We have jobs that we're always creating for you. So this, if I click on this one right now, I believe let me click on the first one, any of them. Right now, this is me creating a front-end job, just Node.js, and I click on Vue JD. I can see this particular job role, and I can then apply for it, right? So this is one of it, right? If I go back, and maybe I'm looking for a software engineer or a full stack engineer, I think software engineer. Let me click on this. Okay, software engineering. I think I added a lot of criteria. That's why there's nothing here. But typically that's how it works, right? I come in here, I put in the kind of job I'm looking for, exactly software engineer. You can see that we now have lots and lots of roles, right? That fits a particular match that criteria, and it tells me the amount of money that they're willing to pay. 100,000, 200,000 a year is based in Toronto. I can click on Vue JD. When I click on Vue JD, I would see that particular job role, right? And I can then apply for it. So this is it here, and I can then apply for it, right? And just fill up the form. So yeah. So these are some of the things that we have on ProDevsAI, and more features are coming up in the next couple of months. And you can access all of these things for just a minimal token of 2.5, right? And because you're watching this video right now and you've stayed up until this time, if you register with the link on this video at the end of this video, right? You stand a chance to, once you pay once, you get 3 months. Just pay for 1 month and you get 3 months of making use of ProDevsAI. I use the opportunity again and give us feedback so we can enhance it for future use, because we're here to build tools and technologies that would ensure that you get a job within the next 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months, right? So that's our goal, and aside from doing this and building these tools, of course, on ProDevsAI and ProDevs in itself, you also have access to job opportunities that the ProDevs team is constantly out there looking for you, closing out those deals and bringing it to you guys, so that way you guys can then apply for these jobs. So thank you very much for staying up until this time. Do have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you.